Holy moly. Okay. That was just a crazy second period. I'm glad that you're still sticking around here with us because this has just been a crazy nuts game. Right now we're going to join back to the game now. Just getting ready for the third period. Curtis Anderson will be here with you.
On the Stockton Towing scoreboard, and it just got out of hand with Tri-City gaining momentum. And two 5-on-3 power play goals, a 5-on-4 power play goal were huge. Sioux City did strike. It was Dylan James for Sioux City, but 6-1 the score, and got a battle for 20 minutes and try to keep the tempers in a good spot right now. Let's see who's on the bench right now. I don't see Carpania. He took that headshot that propelled Fowler in that skirmish that turned out to be not a fight, I guess. But Fowler an extra 2 minutes. It's just tough going. I guess if you don't see it, you can't call it. But that was a terrible headshot to Carpania. That ended up giving Tri-City a power play. But 5-on-5 hockey, and still have guys in the penalty box on both sides. The referees having a conversation, I guess, with the score table. Having a rough go, I guess. Now the referee's talking with players. Ernest for Tri and McLaughlin for Sioux City. A very frustrating second period for Sioux City. And really, when they had the power play, they just looked sluggish out there, and then Tri-City capitalized on their opportunities. When you get a 5-on-3, it's kind of big, so. We got 20 minutes on the clock, and we're waiting on more stuff at the scorer's table still.
Oh, just drop the puck.
The referee chatting with him right now. It will be on the ice McLaughlin with James and Shimmick, Bratton and Antonacci. In net is Everly. On the other side, they'll go Ciprian, Ernest and Montgomery out there. Sioux City, here we go. Montgomery out there for Goyak, who had the 10. Face off won by Tri-City. They'll bring it back, looking forward. Here comes Tri again, coming across, looking for a shot and a kick save. Another shot and a save by Eberle, and extras afterwards. They took a hack at it. Bratton defending as goalkeeper. 10 seconds into the period. We want to get through this one. Not in good shape for Sioux City, but nonetheless, got to stay healthy. Miller got injured on that back check by Heaslip. Looks like a upper body injury. Here is Brindley out there for Tri-City, taking the draw against Lukinski on Sioux City. Sioux City wins the draw. They'll wrap it around the boards. Looking to get it out is Charlie Shane. Charlie lobs it down over to the right wing corner and back and forth. And tap pass coming. Here comes Charlie Shane. Charlie skates, plays it in. Sioux City will lob it into the right wing corner. Heaslip is there for the Musketeers. Gamache will try to hack it out the center. Here comes Tri-City across with Brindley. Check into the right wing corner. Now Smith after it for the Musketeers. Try coming. 6-1. 6 all goals in the second period. The shot attempt goes rattling over to the right wing side. There's Adams behind the net for Tri. Sioux City will free it up. Charlie Shane curls back. Gets a piece of it. Fatigue will come set in here for this third period. The hard working out there. We're missing some players. Hopefully, Carfagna is okay. Try on the breakout. Here's Pierre out there with Steves and Duran. Deckut still serving. Him and Fowler still serving penalties. Musketeers trying to work it free is Duran. And there's Hansen out there getting some ice time. Ty Hansen, he'll be a future player for the Musketeers. And a whistle, they're going to call it offside. On a hacky hockey right now. 18:15 to play in the third period. Sioux City trailing big, 6-1 on the Stockton Towing scoreboard. Irie will be out there with Charlie Shane, and he slipped this line. And then you have Nikolaev with Wilmer and O'Hara on the other side. We need a puck. There we go. Got a puck now. And the face-off taken. Tri-City. Borghese looks to play it into the Musketeer zone. Sioux City whistles it out. Hacked. And here comes the Musketeers coming across. Left wing corner. Now it's a shot rattles around. Taken by Irie. And Ty Hansen after it. Left wing, or he plays it in the left wing corner, I should say. Tabor Heaslip. There's Irie. Bottled up. Tri-City will free it up. Nikolaev will skate. And they come in offside. Boy, that must be a thicker line than I can see. Here's Sioux City coming across. He slipped. Whistles a shot up high back. Oh, funny hop off the glass came ricocheting out, but Sioux City could not jump on it there. Tri-City trying to work through traffic. Musketeers will track him down and play it across. And a takeaway. Tabor Heaslip tries to push it in deep. Here's Strathman. Skates from behind his net. And back and forth we roll. Not sure what we're on the board right now. There we go. 17-10 to play in the third period. Long range pass should go down for icing. Icing the call on the Tri-City Storm. So face-off coming in the Tri-City Storm zone. Sioux City needs to finish a period strong here and get going the other way. Steves, Duran, and Pierre out there, along with Smith and Brown for the Musketeers. Face-off coming right. Face-off, whistled. We'll try it again. 24 shots for Tri-City, 18 for Sioux City. Yeah, those power plays were huge, especially 5-on-3 twice. Sioux City. And Tri-City plays it out to center. Here's Brownie. He'll throw it in deep, wrap it over left wing corner. Tracking it down is Strathman. And now Steves tries to track it down, and now Pierre, Tri-City, looking to break out the other direction. They'll throw it down the ice. Nice play by Brown to get it the other way. Now popped in the air. Bouncing puck. Tri-City will reverse and try to break out with Dubinsky. Outside now Sioux City. Here's Strathman. Backs it up to Dubinsky. Dubinsky looking. Long deflection goes into the Musketeer zone. They'll wrap it around the board. Shimmick looking to track it forward. Taken away by Adams. Adams tries to stick handle. Lost it off his stick, but gets support from Wheeler. They'll play it around the boards. Here comes Dylan James. He'll get it out to center ice. Played back in. The Musketeers have it. Here's Antonacci. They'll throw it in deep in the left wing corner. James after it. Curls behind the net. Working. Curls back. James, the one goal, comes out front. Looking to pull the trigger. Just couldn't do so. Nice move, though, by Dylan. Here's Antonacci. Whips a shot up high. Puck is in! I'm not sure who's going to get credit. It went off the skate blade of Sergeyev to the back of the net, and Sioux City strikes. I think it's going to be McLaughlin's goal. Time of the goal, 4:30. Sioux City cuts the lead to 6-2 on the Stockton Towing scoreboard. That went off the skate blade of Sergeyev. The referee's having a conversation again. Antonacci took the shot, so maybe it's Antonacci's shot. I don't think anyone else touched it, but Antonacci off the back board and then off of Sergeyev's skate blade to the back of the net. More discussion on this. Time of the goal is 4 minutes and 30 seconds into the third period. Very slow-paced game. It's fast on the first period. The second was a snail's pace with all kinds of penalties called. And then this third period, starting slow. Group discussion where the referees and linesmen are going to get a bite on the afterwards, maybe. Oh, let's see. They're going to review it now. All that discussion so they can review it. Okay. I'm not sure what they're reviewing. If it was, they're saying maybe it was kicked in or something, but I called it off of Sergeyev's skate, but they'll take a look at it. See, let's take a 30-second break on Fox Sports Radio 620, KMNS Sioux City.
As the country bounces back from COVID and mask mandates are lifted, your business needs a lift too. Promote your company.
Okay,
right now.
some crazy things going on right now. They're in Tri-City. They're reviewing a goal right now. Sounds like McLaughlin might get it if it counts. Just what a crazy game this has been, honestly. I mean, I don't think we could have had a crazier game. I mean, it's been surprisingly calm here in this third period. That could be because of tiredness and fatigue, really, from both teams. They're going to need so much needed rest. I think it's going to be an early night for everyone there. Oh.
And it's a goal.
Oh, okay.
I think it went off of the skate blade up there.
It is a goal. Okay, so we'll go back to Curtis Anderson in the action there and Carney.
4 minutes and 30 seconds. And so Sioux City cutting it down to a 6-2 lead. Back in action now. And the face-off taken by the Musketeers. There's Lepinen, looks to throw it all the way down the ice. Tracking it down, Charlie Shane. Looked like it was going to be an icing call, but Charlie got to the puck. Here comes Tri, looking to work it forward. And Charlie lobs it out the center, taps it forward off the stick of Heaslip. Tri-City looking to counter the other way. Antonacci got the goal, and a big hit applied, and we got more, and a fight again, and a cheap shot once again by Tri-City, Druskinis, and Sioux City will defend for the third time. Now, I would be shocked if Sioux City doesn't get a power play on this. Okay, nothing's going to shock me the way it's been viewed. A cheap shot, and Slew. Time of the majors, 5:05. All three of these skirmishes, because I don't know how the one did get called a fight, all three of them started with a bad hit by Tri-City. I'll tell you that. A boarding, head contact, and now this one. Lined him up. So Sioux City will have the power play now. 5-on-4 advantage for the Musketeers. We'll see if they can cut it to 6-3. Balloon will go off. I still don't understand how they were able to change who was serving a penalty in that second period. Sioux City on the draw, goes sliding over left wing side. Musketeers bank it off the glass. Ernest tries to clear. Sioux City will free it up, but now Tri-City will skate. Sebrion comes across and has the puck taken off his stick. Sioux City will come back. We'll make it a little more interesting if they could get it to 6-3. Here is play in the left wing corner. There's Shimmick. Shimmick to the blue line. Here's McLaughlin now. Charlie Shane on the right side walks down, and a seam pass gets taken away, and Sioux City will get it back, though. McLaughlin will elect to bring it all the way back. Sioux City comes across with Shimmick. Shimmick, down deep shot. Oh, just off the mark. That was Shane looking for one there. Here's Sioux City and McLaughlin. McLaughlin to the right side. I think they're off pace there, Shane and Steves. Shane keeps. And now Steves comes across looking for a seam pass. Puck popped out of play. And a whistle coming. 13 minutes and 44 seconds to play in the third period with Sioux City trailing big 6-2. Power play continues for 50 more seconds. And now the penalties are getting over. There's Fowler out of the penalty box. And I think Deckut will be out of the penalty box. And we're back at it with our referee at the scorer's table. Now the referee is saying you got to come back. Is this a frustrating game? Fowler has to go back in the box. Apparently they let him out early. Yeah, so he'll head back to the box. And the power play will continue for 50 seconds. Sioux City playing it forward, trying to track it is Basgo. He'll wrap it heavy and all the way down the ice. Sioux City's power play just off. But give credit, though, to the penalty kill by Tri-City. Number one for a reason. And here comes Nick Pierre across, trying to track it. Nice job, Duran, to keep. And trying to come in deep, looking. Backhander just off the mark. Nice look that time by Tabor. He slipped. Tabes, one time. Blast out of the goal! That's Brownie. Sioux City strikes on the power play. It's now 6-3 and a little more interesting now. After giving up 6 goals, Sioux City strikes the next 3. Great shot by Brown. Net front pressure and presence by Duran. Brown tracks down his 3rd goal of the season. Sergeyev a little frustrated right now. Kicked one in himself. Here's the face-off. Get one more back, and we got a hockey game. In deep. Where to get the offensive? I don't know. Looking at a message, of course, Luke Dicta. And, I don't know. It's been a challenge all day. I mean, they still had the penalty up on the board, and they were at full strength one time. I don't know. So Sioux City with the puck. Here comes the Musketeers, and Shimmick just hacked at the whole time. And Musketeers, Duran. It's McLaughlin. Antonacci fires a shot. Boy, Sergeyev kind of scrambling in his net. Picked up on the right side, Antonacci. Antonacci walks down to the right circle. Drags in deep. Well, push shot! Oh, a big save. Another shot and a save. Rebound, still jumping at it. And now the goal is in. 6-4. Dylan James gets the goal, and the Musketeers are now trailing by 2 goals. Momentum shift. Time of the goal, 7:42. Dylan James' second goal of this hockey game. James now has 27. And Sergeyev a little flustered in the goal. Sioux City nothing to lose. Let's see if they can get it down to 6-5. 4 straight goals for Sioux City. Here's Irie with Heaslip and Shane. Sioux City on the puck, looking to work it. Here comes Nikolaev coming in deep. Shot, fought off nicely by Eberle. Into the corner it goes. Musketeers, here's Charlie Shane. Charlie skating, getting through traffic, coming across, and Pope checked off the play. Tri-City and O'Hara. Heaslip tries to work it free, and Tri-City across ice feed. Here's Heaslip on the takeaway, and a big open ice check that time, and Heaslip took it from Stratton. Tri-City, Wilmer skates, hopped over right side. Here comes Wilmer coming across. Pope checked off, jumping the step right now. He's on the ice a lot. Here's Tri-City coming across. 6-4, and things are getting very interesting. Here comes the Musketeers. Coming across, here's Steves, pops it forward, down low, centering pass. Steves, Sioux City, there's Pierre. Now Tri-City lobs it out the center ice, and the Musketeers will throw it in and go back to work. Sergeyev gives it away. Here's Pierre. Cross ice speed shot! Oh, somehow he got a piece of it. Oh, that was so close. Great look by Pierre to Steves. And now the puck is Pope checked out the center. Sioux City, nice recovery by Hansen. Here's Pierre. Nice work. Back and forth. Tri-City looking for numbers. Sioux City rolls the puck and pops it out the center ice. Boy, I thought Steves had it. That would have been something. We still have 10:24 left. Sioux City needs 2 more goals to tie this baby up. Into the right wing corner. They wrap it around. Picked up by McLaughlin. McLaughlin lobs it over left wing side. There goes Dylan James after it. He's got 2 goals. Here's McLaughlin out on the blue line. Curling around. Walking. Curls it. Shimmick working after it. Now James. McLaughlin. Cross ice feed. Down deep. Oh, he's looking for a tap in on the backside by James. Sioux City with the momentum right now. Tri-City finally gets it. Basgol will just wrap it all the way down the ice. That's going to be icing on Tri-City. Face-off coming in the Tri-City Storm zone with Sioux City putting on the pressure. Now the boxes are finally cleared with the 10-minuters. We have 9:44 to work with. Can Sioux City come back for 2 more? I think Tri-City is going to take a timeout right now. Yes, they are. They want fresh legs out there with Sioux City coming strong. Let's take a 30-second break. We'll be back. 6-4 now, Sioux City trails on Fox Sports Radio 620. KMNS, Sioux City.
Well, you heard it here first. 6-4 Musketeers lead right now. I mean, we never thought it could possibly happen, but this period, Musketeers, as he said, they're getting their momentum back. So good on them right now. Coming up here on our post-game show, we're going to review the other USHL game that's going on right now in Green Bay, plus some MLB, NBA, and NHL scores. And we'll preview next weekend, too. That will all be coming up here on the post-game show. We'll send it back to Curtis Anderson right now.
just crazy the way they've come back in this game. If they could get one more, all that pressure would just keep coming. It was six unanswered goals, and then Sioux City scores the next four. And here comes Charlie Shane with Heaslip, along with Smith and Brown. Irie will take the draw for the Musketeers. Still waiting on something going on. Boy, they are really a slow pace getting things going here. Here's the face-off coming just right of Sergeyev. Face-off won by Sioux City out to the blue line. Shot rolls through behind the net. Out front looking to jam it is Irie. Kirkland in the right wing corner. Drags it back. Looking for Charlie Shane. Pinching down is Brown. Brown plays it down to Irie. And now Charlie Shane hustles after it and tracks it behind the net. Looking up front. Shot goal! It's a one-goal game. Tabor Heaslip beats Sergeyev. And it's 6-5. How about that? 5 unanswered goals by Sioux City. Can they get one more? Time of the goal, 10 minutes and 36 seconds. And Sioux City came back. And another one. Wow, what a job. Tabor Heaslip. Can they get one more and bring it a new hockey game? Tri-City on their heels right now. Here is Sioux City, Deckut, Duran, and Steves. Tri-City wins the drawback. It's got to keep it going. Here is Wilmer, back it up. Tri-City looking to chip and chase into the Musketeer zone. Chasing after it is Hansen. And now up the boards. Nice tap. Oh, a little too far. Wilmer will get it. And out into the left wing corner it goes. Sioux City hacks it off the board. Sioux City trying to track it down, and they'll play it out the center ice. And Tri-City player went down awfully hard. It looked like he was injured, but then pops right back up and skates. Here comes the Musketeers. Here comes Sioux City coming all the way down. Looking, fire, shot, hit the side of the net off the goalie and Sergeyev. Musketeers putting on, and a penalty coming up. Sioux City power play. Another power play opportunity. Sioux City will look to tie this thing up. Let's take a break. We'll be back. Fox Sports Radio 620, KMNS, Sioux City.
A healthy smile makes you happier, more confident. So what should you expect from your dentist? At Summit Dental Health, we believe you deserve a compassionate team, providing
While Musketeers here are on the power play, it's just a crazy game right now. I mean, honestly, it's so crazy that probably the craziest game of the whole year. I mean, we expected, well, we were all hoping for Sioux City to come back strong here in this third period. They have in such a big way, with 5 unanswered goals here in this third period. Now they have the power play. Possibly they tie it up. Let's send it back to Curtis.
6-5, Sioux City trails on the Stockton Towing scoreboard. Sioux City, 5 unanswered goals, and now they have a Hard Rock Hotel and Casino power play. It was a high stick by a Tri-City player, got Steves. And let's see if they can bury another power play goal. They struggled early. Here is Shimmick taking the draw for the Musketeers against Cebrian. McLaughlin's playing back on the blue line right now. We're going to 5 forwards. Here is McLaughlin walking across left side. Steves back to McLaughlin. Owen has it poke checked away. Here's a breakaway coming down is Hennessy, looking shot and a goal. Oh, that's a killer. Gave it up on the blue line and a breakaway. Tri-City needed that. 7-5 now on the Stockton Towing scoreboard. Power play continues. Now you want Team Sioux City to score on the power play. Boy, Shorty's hurt. That's your 11th shorthanded goal of the season. Oh, let's see if the momentum shifts back to Try now, back to a 2-goal lead. 12 goals today. Wow. Face off at center ice. Sioux City wins the draw, and now the power play continues. And you're missing Carfagna. That's why they're going with 5 forwards. Here's Brownie. Here is Pierre. Up, crossed over. Comes back to Brown. Sioux City looking to set up. And otherwise, we'd normally see Carfagna out there on top. And with him being injured on the high hit, Sioux City rattle around the boards. Here's Pierre, has it poke checked out the center ice. Sioux City will track it on Duran's stick. Here comes Benny across left side, looking, waiting. Fire a shot, rolled in behind the net. Musketeers scramble. Tri-City will clear it. 50 seconds left in the man advantage. Sioux City will change up their power play again. 7-5 is the score. Tri-City, the shorthanded goal was huge. Sioux City jars it in down low. Steves hustles after it for the Musketeers. Trying to track it, gets it out. Now Grattan will play on top on the power play. Hands it off to Steves. Cross-ice feed to McLaughlin. Down low. Waiting. Gives it back. Looking. Fire a shot. Rattles up in the air over to the boards. Hack that nicely. And here comes Nikolaev. Short-handed again. A pass across and an easy goal. That's back-to-back shorties. And that really, really hurts. 8-5. Well, all that momentum is going away. 2 shorthanded goals. Yeah, you're defending that. You got to defend. You want to let Nikolaev be protected by the goalie, and you want to take the trailer on the right side. Nothing you could do for Eberle on that. 8-5 is the score now. 2 shorthanded goals are killer. Now a 3-goal lead again. Oh, great work to come back for the Musketeers, and then 2 shorthanded goals. I mean, just didn't see that, expecting that. Here's Sioux City. That cut. And now out, looking in deep. Shot is blocked by Montgomery. Looking to work it around. Tri-City gets it back. The Tri-City 3-goal lead again. Here comes Deckut coming across, looking. Feed it to Duran. Duran walks in. Coming, gives it off to Deckut. Deckut walks, takes a shot, and comes around the board. Sioux City hit it. Tapping it down low. There's Steves going to work. Musketeers. Specialty teams have really struggled. They gave up 3 power play goals and 2 shorthanded goals. But 5 of the 8 goals are on special teams. Oof. That'll kill you. There's Tri-City. They'll come across, they'll lob it, bank it off the board, and Sioux City will track it. All that momentum might be gone now. Let's see if Sioux City can just keep her working. I didn't think they could ever come back from that deficit against this team. But they sure did. Got it to a 1-goal lead with all the momentum, and then just a couple mistakes on the power play, and Tri-City made them pay. And once again, Doyak out there tracking people from no one looking. And Shimmick plays it down. 4:53 to play. Sioux City. Here's Dylan James. They'll lob it, and it'll go strolling in. Picked up by Dubinsky. Dubinsky now. Tri-City will just throw it high in the air. and they wave off icing. Sioux City will have it. Here comes the Musketeers. And there they go, chasing after it again. Dylan James, who has 2 goals, feeds it, looking for Shimmick. Brindley takes it back. Here comes Brindley coming across. Got the trailer, a shot, and a save made. Here's Dylan James. Feeds it up to Shimmy. Shimmy back to James, walking in. Fires a shot, save, rebound. Picked up in the left wing corner. Well, James looking for the Hattie again. He had 4 goals the other week. There's Leppinen, a shot, redirected in, another shot, go! Shimmy gets it. Sioux City strikes, they're down by 2. 8-6 is the score. Bennett Shimmick tracks his 10th goal of the season. Great job, turned around, got it underneath him. Time of the goal, 16:05. Sioux City down by 2. Let's see if Sioux City in the near future pulls Eberly for an extra attacker down by 2 with 3:55 left. I'd love to see it. Puck popped in the air, bouncing puck, tapped around. There goes Pierre after it. Tri-City trying to clear it. There is a play down low. Pierre after it again. And the Musketeers deck cut. Tri-City. There's Fowler. Tri-City. Now Sioux City. Taking it away. Looking for a shot. Got it in deep. Deck cut there. Borghese looks to clear it. He wraps it around the boards. Again, Sioux City is completely outplaying Tri-City 5-on-5. The problem is, boy, Leppinen, they're going to call a penalty on it? I thought he played it beautifully. We got a skirmish with Fowler and Nikolaev. He knocked his helmet off again. No gloves are on the ice. Nikolaev is being held back. Guys are chatting. More penalties taking place. I didn't see it. It was away from the play. Nikolaev is out of the penalty box, and he wants to go get Fowler. Now he's going to be sent to the locker room. They were taking guys out of the penalty box, and then Nikolaev jumps out, still wants to go at Fowler. Eight to 6 is the score in this one. Gosh, just the specialty teams. Sioux City would have this one. Sioux City has 1 power play goal. And Tri-City has 2 5-on-3 power play goals, a 5-on-4 power play goal, and 2 short-handed goals. We skated 5-on-5, Sioux City with control. They've done a terrific job coming back in the game. Fowler goes off, and Nikolaev is having problems. Finally gets escorted. Well, it's a power play for Tri-City. I don't know how you don't give an unsportsmanlike to Nikolaev, but Tri-City ends up, I think, with the power play here, I guess. Luke Strand is trying to figure out how they're calling these games. Okay, 5-on-5. There we go. There you go, coincidental on it. That's the first thing I've seen that makes sense on penalties like that. We got 3:11 to work with. This has been a confusing game. Sioux City and Tri-City will play 5-on-5. I'm not sure how they didn't get 4-on-4 with coincidentals, but nonetheless, here's Sioux City. Musketeers playing it up. Shimmick just had a goal, looking to receive that one. Puck lobbed into the zone, now tapped over to the side, looking to throw it out front over to the right wing side. Antonacci chases after it. Now McLaughlin behind the bench. 8-6 is the score. We were scoreless after the first period. And lots of penalties. We're expecting a bunch, but not so many power plays. Puck out of play, and a face-off is coming. 2:36 to play in regulation. Sioux City trailing by 2 goals. And the Musketeers will take a face-off out of the zone. See if Coach Luke is going to pull Eberle for an extra attacker down by 2 with 2:36 left. Although Sioux City's extra attacker hasn't worked well tonight against Tri-City. Here's Tri-City. They'll wrap it in heavy around the boards into the Musketeer zone. And here comes Irie. Kirkland skating. He'll whip it into the left wing corner off the board. Sergeyev wraps it over to the corner. There's Nick Pierre trying to track it down. 2:14. Here's Irie and deep looking, fires. Oh, just high. That was close. Tri-City now brings it out. Here's Wilmer playing it into the Musketeer zone. We have 2 minutes left in regulation. Sioux City trailing 8-6 on the Stockton Towing scoreboard. Sioux City wanted to change the guys, and here's Nick Pierre. He'll roll it in deep. And Basgall wraps it around the boards and out to center ice. There's Dylan James, who has got a couple goals. 1:35 left. Sioux City trying to get something going. Tri-City will roll it right back. Musketeers, I think they are going to set up for an extra attacker here. Here's McLaughlin. McLaughlin tried to get through 2 guys and comes out the center. Here is, now heading to the bench, is Eberle. Puck bounces over to the right wing side, down low to Shimmick. Empty net for the Musketeers. Here is Gratton walking across the blue line. One-timer, nope. Steves holds off. Back at the Gratton on top. Back to Steves on the right circle. Walking down, there's McLaughlin. Here's Gratton in closer. Back to McLaughlin. Got to hurry here. There's a shot down low. Jam shot. Puck is loose. Scrambled out. Here's one-timer shot. Save. Rebound. Batted in the air. And comes out to center. 33 seconds left. Oh, they came close. Going to run out of time here, I think. Sioux City coming across. Here's Shimmick. Will roll the puck down low after it. Musketeers have it out. 17 seconds. They need to strike. McLaughlin, top of the left circle, down low, looking for the jam shot out front. And Tri-City will rifle one down off the mark. Gonna run out of time. Icing the call with 3 seconds left. Our clock operator let it go down to zeros again. Not going to give him a high mark today. Never happened to Sioux City, right? So 4 seconds left. They put on the clock. 8-6. Tri-City's going to get the win on a crazy, crazy game. Here's McLaughlin.
Okay, and then there's
Against Ebrion with 4 seconds. One-time blast, shot, save, and running. The clock is not. Clock didn't even start now. I guess the game's over. There it is. 8-6 the final score on the Stockton Towing scoreboard. Boy, just terrible job at the clock today. Let's take a break. 2-minute timeout. We'll recap a crazy game. We'll be back. Fox Sports Radio 620. KMNS Sioux City.
2021 RAV4 Hybrid. Versatile vehicle with an average fuel
Wow,
economy of 45
what
per gallon.
one
2021
hell
Camry
of a
available
game.
hybrid
So,
gets 50
we will be
miles per
back here
gallon,
in just
or
a
the
few
Camry now
seconds.
has an all-wheel drive option.
We're going to talk
2021
about
brings up
highlights and,
luxurious styling and
oh my
comfort
gosh, a
that
whole
comes with
bunch
an
of stuff.
impressive
We'll be
miles per
back
gallon, 39
here in
average.
just
Be
a
on the
moment.
lookout for the all-new fully redesigned and highly anticipated Toyota Tundra this winter. No matter what you need, car, truck, or
Oh my, what a game for the ages. 8-6 the final. We have a lot to go over this game. First, nothing really happened except those two penalties in the first. Then in the second period, all hell broke loose. I'm not even going to go through the penalties or the goals. You can read them yourself or go to USHL.com and click on this game. And you'll see all that. Holy. Okay, a much closer game happened in Green Bay. We'll go through that one. Muskegon scored early. Owen Mellenbacher scored his 15th of the year from Jake Richard. And then Muskegon scored early again in the second period, this time on the power play. Jacob Brasini from Jake Richard. His second assist of the game. And then Green Bay scored in the third period. We'll take it to the third period now. Just a little over 12 minutes left from Luke Welland and assisted by Sawyer Scholl. And then Green Bay scored. Owen Murray from John Driscoll and Matt DeBoer tied the game up, but just roughly 2 minutes later, Jake Richard, 3-point night for him from Gavin McCarthy and Nathan McBrayer. Well, some NHL scores, because, you know, let's see if there are crazy things are happening over there. Right now, Tampa Bay's leading Buffalo 5-0. Wild lead the Kings at the end of the second, 5-3. Then the Hurricanes are leading the Ducks 3-2 at the end of the first. The Capitals are leading the Bruins 4-2, and then in overtime, the Penguins beat the Predators 3-2. Dallas is at Chicago, should be starting up here in just a few moments, and then the Jets at the Senators will be starting in just about half an hour. NBA games. The Nets beat the Pacers 134-126. The Hornets beat the Wizards 124-108. The Cavaliers beat the Bucks 133-115. The Hawks beat the Rockets 130-114. The Celtics are at the Grizzlies later. Raptors are at the Knicks. Heat are at the Magic. Pistons are at the 76ers. Bulls are at the Timberwolves. Spurs are at the Mavericks. Lakers are at the Nuggets. Thunder are at the Clippers. And then the Warriors are at the Pelicans. Kings are at the Suns. And then the Jazz are at the Trailblazers. MLB scores. The A's beat the Phillies 4-1. The Rays beat the Orioles 8-0. The White Sox beat the Tigers 10-1. The Reds beat the Braves 6-3. The Nationals beat the Mets 4-2. The Rangers beat the Blue Jays 12-6. The Guardians beat the Royals 17-3. The Twins beat the Mariners 10-4. The Pirates beat the Cardinals 9-4. The Brewers beat the Cubs 5-4. The Rockies beat the Dodgers 9-4. The Giants beat the Marlins 3-2. Bottom of the 8th, Astros lead the Angels 4-1, and then at the top of the 9th, the Padres are leading the Diamondbacks 10-1, and then later tonight we have Boston and New York. Well, Musketeers will preview there next week. Next week we have Des Moines in town Friday night. Then we're actually going to be in Des Moines Friday night too as well. So it's going to be a crazy weekend ahead. I can't wait for that. So yeah, that will be it for us here. Thank you all so much for watching us, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. So thanks for sticking around with us too. Holy...